Kelly Price with Healthy Fit, and welcome to today's workout athlete strength program. We have a great total body workout. You don't need any equipment. I do have a chair here in case you're not getting down on the floor. I'll demonstrate moves with that. I've got a mat for the floor moves because I have a hardwood floor, so if you'd like to use that. And I have the option of using the athlete resistance bands to really add to the difficulty of the workout and get your results a little bit faster. But you don't need to use these if you don't have a set. If you're interested in a set, please reach out to me and I will send you a link. Let's get started with our warm-up today. Sumo squat, so our feet are out wide, hands are up at the ears, chest up nice and tall. Sumo squat, crunch. Back into our sumo squat, crunch to the other side. Driving that knee towards the elbow, keep your hips pushing back, knees going in alignment with the toes. Exhaling, so we really target that oblique. This is like a muffin top me gone exercise. Chest up nice and tall. Bicep curl jack. First option is a low impact option. Tap, tap. Otherwise, jack it out. Again, you can tap, alternate the leg to the outside. Warming up those arms with those curls, or hop it out. Next move. Shuffle, check your area. I've got one of my exercise dogs with me. Got to make sure they stay out of the way. Shuffle 3, Heisman, shuffle, Heisman. Moving laterally, use your mat if you have it as your space. Driving that opposite arm and leg up for that Heisman movement. Like you're a statue, freeze. And freeze. Plank down dog with ankle reach. Standing option, plank. Down dog, reach to the ankle. Plank, nice long line through the spine. Otherwise, join me on the floor. On your hands, pressing through the floor on your palms. Hands stacked under the shoulders. In your plank, pushing back into down dog, with the option of the reach. You can drop down to your knees here for the plank if you'd like, but we're not holding the plank. We're pushing and reach. Reach down towards your quads, your calf, or your ankle. The lower you reach, the bigger the stretch. Now when you come down in your plank, I want you to check your form that your hands are under your shoulders. And rest. That is our warm-up. Get a sip of water. It's time to work. Our workout protocol today, we have pairs of movements, a 30-second HIIT movement, followed by a 60-second strength movement. We're going to do 4 sets of each exercise before we move on to the other set. Are we ready? First movement, burpee jack. So if you're using your chair for this one, putting your hands down on the seat of the chair in your plank, stepping up, jack. All right? Turn to the side. Let's do this. Stepping out into your burpee, stepping in, jack. Step or hop it out. Nice long line through the spine. Step or hop it in, and jack. You got it. Using your chair as needed. Rest. Transition here. Static, lunge, hop and reach. So if we're using our chair for support, feet are like train tracks, knee coming down in alignment with toes, and hop. Down and hop. So it's a static lunge. Once we get our feet set up, option, come up to your toes. You don't have to hop. or hop. Hop, hop, and rest. All right, who's ready for the next one? Our protocol for today's workout, we've got pairs of 2 movements. The first is a hip movement for 30 seconds, followed by 45 seconds of a strength movement. We've got a total of 4 sets of each pair of exercises before we move on to the next block. Let's get started. Transitioning to our static lunge with that hop. Feet are parallel like train tracks. Come down into that lunge, come up to your toes or hop it. If you don't need that chair for balance, don't use it. Light on my feet. Landing on the ball of that back foot. Watching your knees that they're in alignment with your toes. Let's get a little lower in that lunge, yes. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling the burn. What about you? Keep it going. We've got 15 seconds left. You got it. 10 seconds. Push through that discomfort. You can do it. Finish strong and rest. All right, back to our burpee with that jack. Chair option, using the seat into your plank, step forward and jack. Okay, here we go. On the floor, you can step onto your knees if you'd like, or toes. Remember, we're not staying in that plank position. So I'd encourage you to stay on your toes. 8 seconds left. And rest. Whew. Should be a little bit breathless. Switching to the second side for that lunge. Feet are like train tracks. Come down into your lunge. Check your knees are in alignment with toes. We don't want the knees to cave in here. We want that alignment. You see that? Knees in alignment with toes. Come up to your toes or hop it. Hop and hop. You got it. Woo! 15 seconds left. Are you feeling it burn? Now as you get tired, again, those knees are probably gonna wanna cave in. Let's keep them in alignment. Rest. Back to our burpee jacks. We're halfway through this block. Remember your options, using the seat, stepping back in your plank, stepping in. Jack, you can also tap it out here. There's no need to do plyometrics. You can still get a good workout with low impact if that's what you need today. Listen to your body. Come on, challenge yourself. Nice long line through the spine on that core. Work here on that plank. Looking out in front of your chair, in front of your hands on that plank. For the nice neutral spine. Get a rhythm going. And rest. Whew. All right, static lunge. Back to our original leg. Remember what side that was. You should be breathing heavy. Are you breathing heavy? Knees in alignment with toes. Coming up onto the balls of the feet. Or add that little hop in there. Boom. Like you got springs in your shoes. How are we doing? Whether you're here or you're hopping, let's get some good depth in that lunge. Chest up nice and tall. Look at those knees. Are they in alignment with your feet? One more. Woo. My legs are on fire. Last set. Burpee jack. Remember your chair option. Stepping out into your plank. We have low impact options available right here. We can step or hop it out. And jack. Step or hop out, full plank. Press through those palms. Nice long line through the spine, yes? And rest. Get a sip of water. Transitioning to our last static lunge hop. Stepping back on the other side. Check that alignment again. If your foot's starting to go out to the side, take it wider and closer together. Knees in alignment with toes. Come up. I'll show you from this side this time. Come up onto those toes if you're not jumping. Nice step. Yes. Come on, stick with me. We've got 10 seconds left. You can do it. I believe in you. One more. Whew. Nice job, nice job. All right, new moves. Lateral high knees. If you're using your chair for support, you can do this with the chair in front of you. You can step it out. You can run it. So it's lateral high knees because we're moving laterally. Driving those knees up towards your belly button. Whether you're stepping or running. You got it. All right, warrior three, arms front to airplane. Chair, you're facing it if you need it for balance. Pick a leg, engage that core, reach those arms forward, tap that leg out. Now, depending on your flexibility, you might be just off the floor here, or reach forward a little bit more. Bring the arms out into airplane, stand up. Reach, arms to airplane, and stand. Really ground that foot into the earth. This is ankle strengthening. Slow and controlled as you come up. Reach, out, and stand. Rest. Guess what? From the top, lateral high knees. Remember your options. We're stepping high or we're running it. Check your area. Make sure your pet didn't move in the way. We don't want to hurt our kitties or puppies or hurt ourselves. Remember, knees up. Try to aim for that 90-degree bend, whether we're stepping or running. And rest. Whew. So you should be breathless after those hip moves, just like I am. Nice deep breaths, keep moving. Warrior three, other leg. Using your chair for balance if you need. You're gonna have it in front of you. Tipping at the hip reach, arm out, and stand, slow and controlled. The depth of your leg as you extend is going to be based on your flexibility. Don't forget to ground that foot. Maybe you see my ankle calculating a little bit. We're building ankle strength and stability to prevent injury during your next race. We need to be able to calculate and adjust so that if we hit a divot in the ground or some uneven surface, that our body can adjust and we keep going. All right, lateral high knees. This is our third set. Remember your options. So if you're not running, I want you to try to do this as quickly as possible, yes? Driving that knee up. This band is really a doozy, really adding to the difficulty. Check your area. You don't want to step on anything. Almost there. And rest. All right, Warrior 3 on your original leg. Ground yourself. Engage your core. Tipping to the front. Bring your arms out and tap. You're just barely tapping that foot down to reset, working the balance, working that strength in that standing leg. There's a lot of things going on here. Use that chair as needed for balance. You got it. 16 seconds left. Again, you don't have to bring your leg up that far as you do this, depending on your flexibility. It's like a cantilever though. Your arms and your legs are moving in opposite directions, so it will give you a little bit more stability and work your core. All right, last set, lateral high knees. Remember, we have the low impact option. You're still gonna work your heart, driving those knees up. Don't let those knees get lazy in our last set. Driving them up. Come on. You got it. Almost there. And rest. All right, warrior 3, arms front to airplane on your second side. Find your balance. Tip at the hip, reaching forward, bring it out into airplane, and tap it down. Slow and controlled. Creating stability from your foot to your ankle. Your core is nice and strong. And tap. Your standing leg is getting some great work here. You got it. We've got 10 seconds left. Stick with me. I'm gonna just turn to the side so you can see it from a different angle. And rest. All right, new set of movements. Are you ready? Starting with plank jacks. Option on the chair, hop it out right here. On the floor options, on your knees, tap, tap, tap. We also can tap out, in for standing, or add that actual plyometric jack movement. Check your hands are stacked under your shoulders. Pull your hands towards the outside of your mat to open up your chest. Rest. Whew. Again, the hit, I want you breathless. Push yourself, challenge yourself to get the best results. Tricep dip, toe, reach, chair option. Hands on the side of the chair, lean back, press yourself up. Kick, reach, opposite hand and foot, flex foot. Kick, slow and controlled. Same thing on the floor. We can dip back and kick, or elevate that bottom, tricep dip and kick. I have a shoulder injury on this side, so I'm going to drop down for the kick. Keeping those arms close to the body. Working the tricep and rest. So there's lots of progressions. Challenge yourself. Plank jacks, remember your options. On the chair, on the floor. You can step it out. You can, whether you're tapping here, hopping, on your knees tapping, on your toes tapping, hopping in that jack. Nice long line through the core, looking out over the front of your chair or in front of your hands. Pull those hands towards the outside of your mat for good alignment and rest. All right, how are we doing? Tricep dip on the chair, on the floor. Work your options. Dipping back, opposite arm, flex foot. Reach for that foot. You don't actually have to touch the foot or elevate the bottom and kick. Again, you can keep your body elevated off the floor for the entire thing if you'd like. I am rehabbing a shoulder injury, so I am dropping down to my bottom here, but you can keep it elevated. One more, and rest. How are we doing? We are in set 3. Plank jacks, remember your options. Tap, hop, on your knees, on your toes. Challenge yourself. The only one that can challenge you is you. I can give you the options, but it's up to you to pick the one that's gonna challenge your body, because challenge brings change. Yes? We want to get stronger with our workouts, not keep the status quo. 3, 2, 1. Tricep dip kicks. Remember your options on the floor or on the chair here. If you're on the chair, remember to sit at the front, keeping those arms close to the body. Opposite flex foot kick. Again, you don't have to hit the toe. You can reach in that direction, but keep the foot flexed so that you're activating that hamstring, yes? So when you do the tricep, you should be feeling it in the back of the arm. That's where the tricep is. We're almost there. We've got 12 seconds left. Dip and kick, flexing that foot. Keeping some space under your chin, looking up at an angle to keep that good alignment. Rest. Guess what? This is our last set. Plank jacks. Remember your options. We want to keep a strong core, whether we're on the floor or in the chair, to give us that nice long line of our body. We're looking out in front of our chair or in front of our arms to keep that good neutral spine. We don't want to kink our neck during our exercise. Pulling our arms to the outside. Challenge yourself. We've only got a few seconds left. Come on. Tricep dips. Alternate leg reach. All right. This is our last set of these. And then we move on to our next exercise. So really work those triceps. Flex foot kick. Engaging the hamstring on that. You got it. Keep it up. Are your elbows still going back to really press into that tricep? We've got, again, 10 seconds left. Make these last couple count. I am sweating like crazy. What about you? Get a sip of water. Guess what? We are going into our last block of exercises. Plank, push-up to catcher squat. Chair option, stepping out into plank, push-up, stepping in, squat, arms up. So again, coming into your plank, we're staying low here. Whether you're on your knees or toes, do your push-up. Make sure you have your pad under your feet or under your knees. Stay low in that catcher squat. Notice my chest is up. Give me a big smile on those. Couple more. I forgot the push-up on there. Don't forget the push-up. Whether you're on your knees or toes, press, step or hop it in, boom, rest. On to our next move. Next move, ski abs. Seated option at the front of your chair. Feet are in front. I'm gonna hold on to the side of the chair, tapping side to side, driving those knees up towards your chest. Option one, and then the other, or both. Same options on the floor. In that C-sit position, you can have your hands here, or you can actually act like you're skiing and switch arms and legs. Again, you can do one leg at a time, or both legs. Driving those knees up. We want to make sure we switch our arms, switch. If you've ever skied moguls, this is kind of a simulation from a seated position of what you might look like. Challenge that core, drive those knees up. Exhale, exhale. You got it. And rest. All right, back to our plank, push-up, catcher, squat. Remember your options. On the chair, on the floor, plank, push-up, stepping in, squat. You can also do this if the seat is a little bit too challenging and you feel like your back is arching, doing it from the tall part of the chair, less of an incline, stepping in and squat. Choose your option, again, challenging yourself. We're staying low here on your plank and your push-up. Keep that core engaged, looking out in front of your chair or in front of your hands. Step or hop it in, boom. All right, ski abs. Choose your option in the chair, on the floor. Hands can be grounded on the seat or on your mat, one leg at a time. Driving that knee towards the chest. That is our crunch, or double leg. Or float the arms, opposite of the knees. Switch, and switch, and switch. Keeping space under our chin, looking up at an angle to keep that good spinal alignment. The sweat is dripping, y'all. All right, back to our plank, push-up, catcher, squat. Remember your options, chair, floor, knees, toes. So many options from your plank. Push-up, step or hop it in, catcher, squat. Stay low on those. Plank, push-up, step or hop it in, catcher, squat. Plank, push-up, step or hop it in, catcher, squat. Staying low, yes? Whether you're on your knees or toes, we want to stay low. Give me a big smile. All right, guess what? We're back to our ski abs. Are you ready? Here we go. Opposite hand to knees, one leg at a time, driving up, or two legs. Exhale. Or float the arms like you've got those imaginary ski poles. Tapping those heels down towards the ground. Drive those knees towards the chest. Whether you're doing the knee option, or both legs, or floating the legs. Let's see. We want to challenge ourselves. 5 seconds left, come on. And rest. All right, we've got one more set. Plank, push-up, catcher, squat. Choose your option. Stepping in and squat. Yes? On your knees or toes, same thing. Pressing through the palms, hands are stacked under those shoulders. I know as you get tired, you're gonna wanna drop your head down for those push-ups. Don't do it. Keep your butt down on those catcher squat. Nice and low, right here. Yes? Rest. Ski abs. Last set, this is our last working move do before the cool down? Who is excited? In the chair on the floor, one leg or both legs, or float the arms, switching sides, and switch. How close to your chest can you bring those knees? You got it. 12 seconds left. Push through. Come on. Give me one more. One more. And rest. You did a great job. How do you feel? You could towel off. I know I am crazy sweaty right now. You did some great work today. Get a sip of water. We're gonna take off our athletic resistance bands. So if you have that on, you can go ahead and disconnect. All right. Side lunge to knee. So if you need your chair for balance, face your chair. Side lunge, pushing back into the glute. Feel that good stretch in the inside of the leg. Tap or float the leg, drive the knee up. Hold it in this side lunge here. Pushing back into that glute, rotate to the outside for a little spinal stretch. Tap, let's switch to the other side. Nice tall posture. Side lunge, feel that good stretch, pushing back into the glute. Tap or float the leg up. One more. Hold this side lunge here. Rotate to get that spinal stretch. You can also raise your arm if you'd like, reaching down towards your foot. Step it in, quad stretch. Option one is foot on the chair. Option two, use that chair for balance. Or if you don't need it, let's not use it. Drive the knees towards the chest. Step back into a hip flexor stretch. Sink into that stretch. Feel in this front hip flexor, yes? Drive that heel towards the floor. Let's do that on the other side, either using the chair for balance or placing the foot on the chair top, or engage your core, challenging this standing leg in that quad stretch. When we do the quad stretch, we also want to try to get that heel as close to the butt cheek as possible. Staggered stance, hip flexor stretch. My legs are really long, so I'm going to take another step back. So I feel it in the front of this leg. Pressing that back heel down, calf stretch. All right, plank to runner's lunge. If you're not getting down on the floor, you're gonna do your runner's lunge on your chair because we're gonna roll to the outside here for a stretch. So from your plank, on your knees or toes, stepping to the outside of your foot, roll to the outside blade gently. We don't want to overstretch the outside of the foot, but we do want to get a stretch here in our leg. Other side, either on our knees or toes, stepping into that runner's lunge. When we do this foot stretch, drop down to your knee so you're not putting as much strain on that ankle. So when we do this, notice my leg is in alignment. I'm not torquing my ankle. We don't want to overstretch that. Leaning forward to really get that stretch on the outside of the leg. All right, come on up. Bicep stretch, arm across the body, shoulder away from the ear. take that arm up overhead, tricep stretch. You did amazing work today. Stay the course. It'll make a difference. Effective cross training in your next race. Effective performance in a running race isn't just about doing a lot of mileage. It's about doing the right cross training in the gym to strengthen your body, to reduce injury and improve performance. Let's do that again. Reach, opening the chest. Bring the arms down, overhead side stretch. And other side. Don't forget to let us know what you thought of today's workout at Kella Price, at Healthy Fitness Life Coach. Tag us in your sweaty selfie at Athlete Strength Program. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.